This summer, all eyes will be on South Africa as President Ramaphosa, a member of the BRICS, faces a significant challenge, whether he complies with Putin's arrest warrant issued by the International Criminal Court or not. Could this be the globalist attempt to disrupt the BRICS' big announcement this summer? Let's talk about this. All right, so I want to take a quick minute, share some thoughts about some of the noise and distractions that's being thrown our way all along, trying to cover up what could be an historical announcement within the next couple of months. And so right now, the mainstream news is putting all types of stuff in front of us as distractions. But I want to get back to the nitty gritty and focus on the global monetary system and some possibilities of what might be unfolding for the next couple of weeks to months. So if you guys want to hear more RTD quick takes like this, definitely hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe. And if you find any value out of any of the information shared, please share it so others can find out what's really going on and how this will definitely impact them, because it hits them right where it hurts most, in their pocket. So ultimately, the goal of all the Western noise and distractions is to draw attention away from the contribution of the BRICS to the emergence of a new multipolar world and the transition to a different type of economy. With the potential expansion and rollout of new features of the BRICS payment system, this perhaps might serve as the foundation of a new economy. However, the expansion of the BRICS Union and all the emerging economies seeking memberships has the forces of globalism less than excited. The BRICS alliance has grown into a powerful economic force that challenges the West's long-standing hegemony. The G7 share of the global GDP has decreased to 30%, while the current BRICS 5 has increased to 31.5%. And by 2030, it's anticipated that the BRICS will contribute more than 50% of the world's GDP. And the proposed expansion, with all the anticipated new countries coming into the fold, certainly moves that goalpost up a little bit. When comparing economies on the basis of purchasing power parity in 2015, China's GDP actually surpassed that of the United States. So it's no surprise that all these countries leaning towards the BRICS would definitely want to be a part of something that has already disrupted the global order when it comes to productivity and international trade. The BRICS alliance has made notable progress in both economics and geopolitical spheres. The establishment of the BRICS payment system has been one of the most important advancements in this area. The system aims to offer a more dependable and effective substitute for the SWIFT, which of course is the Western's dominated global payment system. The BRICS payment system is currently in use, with Russia being the first nation to use it for international transfer. The world seems to be getting closer to their attempt to put front and center in the international payment network system since it was first created in 2018. According to its marketing, BRICS Pay combines conventional payment methods with decentralized finance, tokenized assets, and of course, centrally managed central bank digital currencies. There's a lot of speculation that gold might be one of those tokenized assets, acting as an anchor to reestablish a new monetary standard of trust for businesses and residents of participating nations, as well as for the entire world. And all current and future payment solutions, BRICS Pay has been dubbed as an expansion of the payment options. The system's potential growth and the introduction of new features, however, may completely alter the global payment system altogether. Not only that, the BRICS nations have also been investigating the use of cryptocurrencies for international payment settlement amongst themselves. The global financial system, which is currently dominated by the US dollar, could be significantly impacted by this development. The rise of the BRICS nations, however, has not been embraced by the Western powers, who have been working to obstruct their development. Many believe that the recent arrest warrant issued by International Criminal Court for Russian President Vladimir Putin is part of a larger effort to thwart transition to a new monetary paradigm. Now that South Africa is hosting the BRICS 2023 summit in August, all eyes are on the country. And as a signatory to the Rome Statute of the ICC, which requires nations to carry out court international arrest warrants, the big question is, will President Ramaphosa yield to pressure from the international community? My initial impression is that the answer is no. But the global judiciary court will be undermined if he decides to defy the order. That choice will be a clear indication of the East-West divide on the world stage. One more chink in the armor of the establishment under globalist control would result from the dismissal of the arrest warrant. Additionally, the West has been opposing the BRICS nations in other ways. In order to promote economic connectivity between Asia, Europe, and Africa, China's Belt and Road Initiative, for instance, has come under pressure from the US over the last couple of years. The BRICS nations are still moving toward a new multipolar world despite the obstacle. In an effort to counter the dominating neoliberal economic orthodox, they have been investigating alternative economic models that place a higher priority on social equity and sustainable development. At the end of the day, given President Xi's public admission that change is on the way, it seems likely that one new payment network will be introduced within the next few months as an alternative to the BRICS and the new members of the developing economies, such as the OPEC nations and the LATAM Bloc, which stands for Latin America, rather than as a replacement. The main objective of the emergence of the BRICS grouping is turning out to be the unification of regional powers. The potential spread of the BRICS payment system to other regions may herald the beginning of a new, purportedly more just global economic order. However, the globalist forces' opposition to this shift should not be underestimated. So far, it appears that the BRICS Union is succeeding in its quest for a new world order because the world has chosen to ignore the Russian sanctions. The globalists won't give up easily, so we'll have to just wait and see how this all plans out. But the biggest takeaway from everything that's happening in the monetary shift is underway is that the divide between the East and West is growing, and change is definitely underway, because there's no way that President Xi, in front of all those cameras, wouldn't have intentionally mentioned that change is coming, not seen to the liking of 100 years or so, unless they had something up their sleeves. And so while the BRICS nation knows, and all the emerging economies that's going to join that union knows, you and I in the Western world got to wait and see. But we ultimately know, whatever it is, it has something to do with real world resources and commodities. And of course, gold and silver will be the definite beneficiary of whatever change that occurs. So anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch this. Hopefully you found some value here. If anything stood out to you, definitely please share this, hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe. Got a lot more content coming. Other than that, see you in the next video.